Good morning, Terra. Quiz this planet has living waters, creatures here in the Colorado River. A couple more days here. Sisters, brothers, and children, welcome. This is the second video of the 33rd chapter of Deuteronomy. And we left off with Moses giving prophecies again to the, or not again, but to the 12 tribes. And let's not forget the 12 sons of Jacob were given prophecies to them by Jacob on his deathbed. So I'll bring them up as Moses covers these new prophecies, beginning with the firstborn. So with the tribe of Reuben, live Reuben, die he not, and be he little in number. And the prophecy from Jacob, Reuben, my first begotten, thou art my strength and the beginning of my sorrow, former in gifts, greater in empire. Thou art poured out as water, increase thou not, because thou didst ascend thy father's bed and didst defile his couch. Did you catch that? Increase thou not. And then Moses says, live Reuben and die not, and be he little in number. Let's carry on. The Chaldee spoke thusly to Reuben, it belonged to thee to have received 3 better letters than thy brethren, priesthood, best portion, and the kingdom, but because you have sinned, the double portion will go to Joseph, the kingdom to Judas, and the priesthood to Levi. Moses continues on to the next, Judas. This is the blessing of you, Judas. Hear, Lord, the voice of Judas, and bring him in unto his people. His hands shall fight for him, and he shall be his helper against his adversaries. Let's now refresh ourselves with the prophecy of Judas. From Jacob, Judas, thee thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall adore thee. A lion's whelp, Judas, to the prey, my son, thou didst ascend. Taking thy rest, thou didst lie as a lion, and as it were a lioness. Who shall raise him up? The scepter shall not be taken away from Judas, and the duke, a lawmaker, out of his thigh, till he do come that is to be sent, Christ. And the same shall be the expectation of the Gentiles. Tying to the vineyard his coach, and to the vine, O my son, his she-ass. He shall wash his stolen wine, and in the blood of grape his cloak. His eyes are more beautiful than wine, and his teeth whiter than milk. Moses continues to Levi. Thy perfection and thy doctrine be to thy holy man, whom thou hast proved in temptation and judged at the waters of contradiction. It's kind of bizarre at this down. One of Moses is referring to himself also from the tribe of Levi. But it's at the waters of contradiction that he struck the rock twice instead of speaking to it. Judged at the waters of contradiction. But also something catches me. Thy perfection and thy doctrine. first words Moses says, thy perfection and thy doctrine be to thy holy man. These words were, if you can recall, were actually introduced in the book of Exodus. Thank you, waterfowl. And I'll bring them up for you. Urim. Do you remember the words? Urim Thummim. Urim Thummim. Urim, it means doctrine or illumination, whereas Thummim means perfections or verity. As a matter of fact, Urim and Thummim are the two words that are Shepherd Corps' logo. So thy perfection and thy doctrine. Moses says this because they were originally brought up when he brought them in Exodus. Urim Thummim. Your Thummim and your Urim are for your devout men, whom you did try at Massah. You contended with him at the waters of Meribah, Waters of Contradiction. Urim Thummim. Moses continues, he that said to his father and to his mother, I know you not, and they knew not their children. Said to his father, he that said to his father. It should be, I think, axiomatic, should be self-evident. The priestly tribe must prefer the service of quiesce before the closest of his kin. These are words I actually live by today. Quiesce is my priority over all my acquaintances, my family, what little family I have, and everything else. My priority is always to quiesce, and this is something most cannot understand, except for those who live along that plane, because the rest of us, we can't see him. He's not talking to us. It's not something that's concrete, and man is so attached to concrete things, tangible things. Whereas those of us who are walking this elevated plane, live in this elevated plane, we so much believe that this becomes literally gospel for us. These have kept thy word and observed thy covenant, thy judgments, O Jacob, and thy law, O Israel. They shall put incense in thy fury and holocaust upon thy altar. Bless, Lord, his strength and receive the works of his hands. Strike the backs of his enemies. And they that hate him, let them not rise up. Now, let's bring up the prophecy of Levi by Jacob. Don't forget, in case you have, it was combined with Simeon. So it's for Simeon and Levi that Jacob said, vessels of iniquity warren, into their council come not my soul, and in their congregation be not my glory, because in their fury they slew a man, and in their willfulness they undermined a wall. Cursed be their fury, because it is stubborn, and their indignation, because it is hard. I will divide them in Jacob, and will disperse them in Israel. If we take both these names, Jacob divided judgments, whereas Israel is dispersed the law, God's law. And next is Moses speaks of the tribe of Benjamin. But we will stop here, and when we next meet, we will continue on with these incredible, short prophecies by Moses, and we'll also recall the ones given by the son's father, Jacob. Until next we meet, Pax Vobis.